Background music and ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate. Music for the imagination and the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. In a world where things are not what they seem, and people are not who they appear to be, where puns run rampant through the streets, and it's hard to tell who the real monsters are. Finally, the culmination of 2 epic campaigns. 3 heroes fighting to keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart, against 3 villains who conspire to thwart the efforts of Gagme, and where the fate of Tim and Terry hangs in the balance. Now, let's join Sir Thadeus Trebilcock, the wild magic sorcerer, Francis the Lion, the gladiator bard, Malphaedor, the fallen Aasimar Oathbreaker, Ayda, the drow rogue, Nastly, the half-halfling, half-fainting satyr bard, and the rogue warlock Hesh von Eggars, as they each continue in their relentless pursuit of a fool's quest.
Thadeus and MC Nastly walking down the road, coming up to Sargento College. Is that what we said?
Sargento.
Yes.
Sargento College,
Yes.
where it actually looks a lot like the Gagme building. So it's kind of like a big hotel-looking building that you go to. It's kind of just the theme here in Cheddar, like a big holy block of Swiss cheese with the windows like the giant Swiss cheese holes and your giant block of a building. So you get to the Bardic College, and what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to talk to?
The admin office.
I probably know where that's at, so I'll lead the way to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure I had to go to the administrator a few times for bad reasons.
Trying to talk you out of the kazoo.
Just play the violin, the harp,
Anything.
Yeah, bongos,
any stringed instrument, percussion.
You go find Dean Queso.
All right, Dean Queso it is. Working the admin office.
Not in the dean's office, no. He's in the admin office for some reason.
He's covering a shift today.
He just happens to be in there. Making copies.
God, I was trying to come up with a provolone joke, but I got nothing.
His name's Queso Provolone.
Queso Provolone. From Brooklyn.
Hey,
Queso Provolone.
you walk in. Is that McNasty I see over there? What is going on, McNasty?
Is this just
That's his voice now.
It's Provolone.
No. Yeah.
This just sounds like a faster paced version of Manny DeVito.
Hey, look, I only have so many voices. Get off my nuts.
This is Manny DeVito, but like slightly higher octave, a little faster.
He shoots you.
And now you have to roll in your
shit.
character.
You better be able to do 36 damage, one shot.
I'll help.
Upon being noticed, I wave my hand like, "Hello, Dean." Hello. Do I have to say Dean Queso? Hello, Mr. Queso.
It's his first name.
That's his first name.
Mr. Provolone.
I'm also a sator. I'm not,
He's not the dean, that's just his name.
Wait, is his first name Dean or his first name Queso?
He's the dean of the Bardic College.
Okay,
His
so
name
he's
is
the dean.
Queso Provolone. We're ironing out the important details.
Damn it.
Yeah.
God. Right. Upon him noticing me, I yell, "Hello, Mr. Provolone."
Hey, what can I help you with? Yeah.
We're looking for a former student of yours. We want to see if you had any information on him.
Well, we don't know if he's a former student of yours. We know he's a bard. We're not sure what college he went to. so we thought we'd come here to see if you have any records.
Yeah, I don't think we've met before. What's your name, pal?
I'm Sir Thadeus Trebilcock.
All right, so give me a quick once-over of what Sir Thadeus Trebilcock looks like and coming into this dean's office.
Old, he's 68, perpetually now, just short of the magic number. Blue robes.
Never
blue,
get to retire.
Never. Blue floppy wizard's hat, long white beard, got a staff. You know, you're
Basically,
stereotypical wizard.
He is
Walmart
Gandalf the Blue.
Gandalf the Blue.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Sir Thaddeus Trebilcock, right? Hey, McNastly, I didn't know you had any friends. Heh!
Friend is a
wouldn't-
stretch.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that word.
McNastly, what does your character look like?
My character is a rather short satyr, about 5 feet tall, or half satyr, half halfling. I don't know why we always go half satyr, half halfling instead of halfling satyr. Every time, no one says it right.
I like it. You forgot to add fainting in there.
Yeah.
Half
That
fainting
is-
satyr, half halfling.
That is barely canon because we don't remember when we do it.
You fainted. It's canon.
But McNastly is a halfling satyr, about 5 feet tall, with a scruffy goatee and wearing just light breastplate armor and his Gagme cloak, but brandishing just a litany of weapons. 2 swords, one on each hip, a scimitar and a rapier, a golden kazoo in his chest, and another weapon that I forgot already. Nope. Just the 3 weapons. That's wrong.
Just the 3. Got a whole arsenal. All right, so you guys
you
guys walk into the office, and Dean Queso Provolone, he's a half-orc, so he's kind of this big hulking guy, ugly as a mug, and but very, very nice and jovial. I mean, he's the dean, right? Like, can be a hard-ass when he needs to be, but for the most part, he's just trying to see all of these kids be successful bards to the best of his ability. He's working
Just wanted
really
to
hard.
graduate.
Yeah,
really.
get out into the world and be
Move on.
successful.
Yeah.
And out of here.
Out of my hair.
Yeah. So he opens up a filing cabinet and says, "All right. What year are we talking here that this person might have graduated?"
Honestly, I have no idea. I have a name and a rough age. Damn it, I didn't ask Tony how old he was.
Well, that would be metagaming.
Well, he saw him through the portal, so he's trying to get an idea.
I don't want to say he looked 30 if Tony's character is 18.
Are we able to look at each other's characters? Is there a way?
No. You looked at him through the portal.
No, I didn't know if there was also
Just
a way.
look up how old Kurt Russell is when he did Big Trouble in Little China.
You're out of your mind, Wang. God bless you.
Not that this is a direct reference or anything.
His mini has the T-shirt painted.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
That's awesome.
It's the best thing.
His name is Francis the Liar. He looks like maybe mid-20s, early 30s.
All right. You know anything else about him?
Plays the bagpipes.
Okay.
He has a very unique chest plate. The sleeves are cut off. So it's just like little straps over his shoulders.
All right.
It's very strange.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. Did he go to this college here, do you know, or is he just part of the Bardic system?
I don't know. He's a bard. I assume he went to one of the Bardic colleges, and you were the closest one.
All right. You know anything else about him?
Yeah, he's got a mullet, and he had a whip on his hip.
Kind of a dumb asshole.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
All right.
He
So
thinks he's...
I want to point out Kurt Russell is 35, by the way, during Big Trouble in Little China. Also want to point out Kurt Russell, not aged well. Picture just appeared on my screen. Fuck.
Well, so much
Dude,
for Kurt Russell liking our podcast.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell is
Sorry, Kurt.
currently 70, and wow. Damn. That is unfortunate.
Did
There's
alright in that Santa Claus
there was a
movie.
lot of CGI in
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
they helped
Yeah.
him a lot.
Yeah.
Did they?
Oof.
He was great in Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Great movie.
But anyways,
Did
Sorry, Kurt, for being a dick, but we do like your movies. Keep it up.
You're awesome.
Did Francis say anything specific about his college or gag me coming after him during the...
not in
Probably not.
No.
our conversations
No.
with him.
No, it's mostly just about profanities. I don't think we really asked,
Yeah.
where are you from, bud?
And like misleading statements trying to get us to do stupid shit on our end.
Yeah, and just like them ruining his life or something.
I don't even think he said that.
No.
Yeah, he did.
He said
did he?
something, yeah,
Oh, did he?
about ruining everything.
Oh.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Sorry, Tony, we didn't listen.
He was talking to you.
Yeah,
He's
Which is
very-
bad because I was sitting right next to him.
He's anti-gag me. I don't know if that would help.
Alright, did he, you know if he graduated for sure?
he doesn't look like someone who's graduated from anything. So,
Are you passing around?
this is 2021 Kurt Russell. I just want to point out, he looks like he looks like a lesbian icon. That's all I'm getting out of him.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Not even one drink in.
Tell me I'm wrong. I fucking,
Yeah, he definitely needs the beard.
yeah.
That helps.
Kurt Russell without a beard is fucking terrifying.
Alright,
It's like a rooster with giblets.
Alright, I think I got enough here. I can go through the files. When do you need this information by?
As soon as you can get it to me.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be going through a lot of files. Looking here, you know, some guy in his mid-30s. All right, he looks kind of like a doofus. I'll find out what I can find, but you know what I mean? It's going to take me a little bit of time to go
Yeah,
through the
no,
files.
I mean, whenever you can get it.
All right, I said I
expect
get it, all right? God damn.
This is why I like bards. Do you play the kazoo?
Fuck no, I don't play the kazoo. I'm an
No.
accordion.
That's not better. All right.
Best damn accordion player I've ever met. The only accordion player I've ever met.
Anyway, where you want this information delivered when I get it?
Send it to Chuck
All right.
at the Gag Me headquarters.
Oh, that's easy enough. All right, I don't even need a Chagul for that. I can send one of the errand boys.
Yes.
Run
yes.
them errands. I'm done here, so I'll turn and leave.
Before, or as he leaves, I'm actually gonna ask Mr. Queso here, provolone or the fuck his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still have the same equipment staffer? Just wanted to talk about maybe acquiring some instruments.
Yeah, I'm sure you can,
Frustration because no names pre-prepped for this thing fucking going.
I've got plenty of names for people. I just
He's
not.
just sitting there like, you fucking guys.
No throwaway names. We gotta.
Yeah, just go ahead and talk to Feta downstairs in equipment. She'll be able to take care of you.
Ton of thought went into this one.
Look, what do you want from me?
Full backstories for every NPC that we might come across.
And especially the ones we randomize in our own brains.
I build all of this character stuff for people you guys murder without speaking to. But the NPC that you gotta buy equipment from.
I didn't say buy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I said acquire.
Alright. Feta.
I'm gonna go find Feta.
Alright, Feta's downstairs. She's in the equipment area. She's working her normal shift. And she can get you some standard instruments for whatever you might need.
And knock on the door. Feta, are you in?
Yes, I'm in. Come on in.
Okay. I was looking to see if any of your kazoos were in use, and if not, if I could use them.
I promise you, none of our kazoos are in use. How many do you need?
You want all of them? I'll take all the kazoos you have.
I'm gonna hang on to one, just in case there's some idiot that needs it, but you can have the rest.
I do make sure that my gold kazoo is hanging off my chest at this point.
She notices it right after she says it. And she's like, I'll get those for you.
Good. How many potential kazoos do I acquire?
You acquire 12 kazoos.
It begins. I thank Feta and gonna head my way to Ingvald's.
Stay cheesy.
Oh, that makes me angry.
After the beholder joke you made earlier, that makes you angry?
That is getting edited out. I guarantee he's going to leave
no.
that fucking
Oh,
cheesy
no.
joke in.
Oh no.
I'm leaving both of those in.
Have you listened to any of our podcasts?
Anytime you've actually asked for them to take something out, that's we specifically
Yeah,
leave it in.
yeah.
I didn't say I wanted it out. I just figured that wouldn't be pulled out because I was not even part of that conversation.
A good way to make sure something will stay in is by saying, you should fix that in post.
Yeah, edit that out. That's
Yeah,
not
edit
good.
that out. Let's start again. Like, no.
No, it's too good.
All right.
I want to go to the mages school now.
All right, so you start heading to the mages school. We're going to hop back over to Malphaedor.
There is a Church of Greyhawk in Cheddar, correct?
There is a Church of Greyhawk in Cheddar.
I will go pay a visit.
Okay. So you go to leave the Gagme barracks. And just as you open up the door, standing right in front of you is Donato Bromroyo and his 2 armed guard. Your father is standing there. And he was going to knock. His hand is up in the air like I was about to knock on the door just as you open the door. And he says, "Oh, Malphaedor.
Father, it's a surprise.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught you. Are you going somewhere?"
I was just going to pay a visit to the Church of Greyhawk. I have some questions to pose to the Monsignor.
I actually have made a trip down to Cheddar for some tradesman business that I have working, and I wanted to stop by here to speak with you about the Church of Greyhawk. Do you have some place we can speak before you go?
Yeah, step inside.
All right, he steps inside and stops for just a moment, turns back to his 2 armed guard and says, "I think I can handle it from here. If you want, there's a very classy tavern I've heard of called Mike's Dive. It should just be a couple blocks away. I will call for you when I'm ready."
Ask for the stew.
And he steps in and leaves them to their own devices.
Okay. So I set out a couple of drinks at the table and get a bottle of wine and pour my father a drink.
Okay.
Pour me one also and sit down to chat.
Okay. Are you in the cafeteria area, or do you take one of the offices?
No, I just take
for
one of
this?
the offices nearby.
Okay. All right, cool. So you take one of the offices, and he sits down with you, and he says, "I've heard some things about you, and I have made 2 visits to Cheddar since hearing these things in hopes to catch you. I didn't realize how true they were, seeing you in your..." He is referring to you in your more fallen aspects, right? So things have changed about your physical
Yes.
appearance, and
Yeah.
he can tell right away. So what does your character look like now?
Right now, he looks mostly like he did before. He's like 6'1", about 185, 190 pounds. Usually dressed in his mithril full plate with his dragon shield, and now his new hammer that he got from the collective. Dark hair, but recently his eyes have become totally jet black. He's as a fallen Asmar, his inner light has been tainted and turned to darkness, and it's affecting him in various ways. I imagine that like his skin tone and such is also starting to become slightly discolored, maybe a little bit more toward the grayish.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way the Sith go in Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect example.
Yep.
And soon the wrinkles.
Yes. So I address his concerns straight up. Say, yes, I'm very much aware of what it is that you're concerned with. And to be honest, I have my own concerns also. There are many aspects of it that are a means to an end. We have some important missions, and the abilities and power that I've acquired will aid me in completing those tasks and finishing those endeavors. But in my quiet time, in contemplation, in my meditations, And we've been traveling quite a bit, so I've had plenty of time to think to myself of these things. I'm concerned of where that journey ends, which is why I wanted to speak with the Monsignor. I have some questions and some concerns that I wish to put before him.
Are you aware that they know that you have fallen from Greyhawk's graces?
That they have?
The Church of Greyhawk knows.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I've made no effort to hide what's been going on.
Well, since you've left home, a lot has changed in the Trades Guild. I've taken on a higher level of authority and leadership within the guild, and I have learned some things specifically about your attaining Gagme status, as well as your fall from Greyhawk. After Meraxi's tower fell, word of your deeds spread quickly across all of the Dairy Coast. And your fall also traveled with those. Since then, the church has been attempting to put out warrants for your arrest to bring you into custody.
That makes sense.
And in my current state, I have been able to put out favors to block those warrants from happening. In addition, Gagme has been able to put out different favors to keep those warrants from occurring, to protect your status within Gagme.
I see.
With some political climate shifts that are happening right now, I believe things might start to swing unfavorably for you with the church.
Oh, I would be surprised if they didn't. That was also one of the things I wish to discuss with the Monsignor.
I would say at this point you are safe to still visit the church, but I don't know how long that will last. On top of that, there are rumors of a bounty hunter coming after you. I don't know if you've heard of the bounty hunter by the name of Triet Derp.
Derp?
Oh, I have not heard that name.
He's known for working with the Church of Greyhawk to bring back bounties that they put out. He's not necessarily a firm believer.
Yeah. Very typical of the church. Hire an outside hand so they don't get their own hands dirty.
You know how these things go.
Yes.
I'm working hard to protect you, Malphaedor, but I am beginning to see things changing that will no longer allow me to be that wall.
I understand, and I thank you.
Is there anything that you need from me while I'm here, at your disposal?
Have you heard anything from Gaydon of the whereabouts of a person by the name of Temple?
I've heard the name Temple before.
This is one of the lieutenants of a powerful sorcerer who's been wreaking havoc across the lands. We are in the process of tracking down this sorcerer and any of his cohorts. We've managed to eradicate one or two along the way. We almost had Temple, but she escaped our grasp, and we only managed to subdue her significant other.
Temple has investments into the Thieves Guild, high ties within the Thieves Guild for different branches. A lot of what she does is helping people escape when they've been caught. And she comes at a high price, but for all intents and purposes, she generally does not break any laws.
Oh, of course not. Does she base her operations out of Gaydon?
No, not out of Gaydon. But she does have big connections in Gaydon, considering the transfer of power within the Trades Guild. Because of that transfer of power, her power is shifted greatly over to Gaydon. In addition to that, the Thieves Guild has as well.
I understand. If you were to happen to come across any useful information on her whereabouts, if you could pass that to us as quickly as possible, that would be most appreciated.
I will send a Seagull here. Hopefully they'll be able to extend the information out past this place to you, wherever you might be.
Very good. And if I could ask one more favor before you go.
Of course.
I'm going to draft a letter to the Monsignor, and if you could see to it that it is handed directly to his hand.
Are you no longer going to visit the temple?
I feel it more prudent that I don't walk through the front door, so to speak.
Sure. With the separation right now between the church and the Trades Guild, I will make sure that it arrives, but I cannot be the one to deliver it directly.
Very good.
Does this meet your needs still?
Yeah.
You draw up that draft. I'll be right back. I've got something for you out in my wagon.
And while he does that, I will move over to a writing desk and draft just a quick little note to the Monsignor that I wish to meet with him at a specified time, at a specified place.
We interrupt this program for a special news announcement. Flash! A fool's quest fever is sweeping the globe, causing sudden fits of laughing out loud and an anxious feeling while waiting on the next episode to release. The only known cure so far is, no, not more cowbell, more Fool's Quest. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program after this brief message from our sponsors.
After the mysterious death of his father, Vartan returns home to uncover the truth with the help of his newfound friends, Baya and Ovik. But his hometown of Eterno may have something even more sinister in store for them. Join us for their journey into the untold at etherealembracepodcast.com or anywhere you listen to podcasts by searching for Ethereal Embrace.
All right. I love it. Hey, this is Mike, the voice of Malphaedor and one of the content creators for our crazy little show here. I just wanted to give a big heartfelt thank you to all of our listeners everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. You guys are all over the place. And I think that is really cool and really amazing. There's so many people out there that are enjoying the fun that we're having here, and you're doing it right alongside with us. So you guys are awesome. Now, aside from listening to us on your favorite podcatcher, you can come hang out with us on Discord. Come chat with the cast and crew. We're there every day, having fun and just talking silly, goofy stuff. Leave comments for us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and feel free to rate and write us a review on your favorite platforms where you get your podcast from. You can also find links to all of these places on our website at www.afoolsquest.com, where you can also find maps, lore from the show, and a bunch of information about the cast and crew and things we're doing.
Merchandising!
Lots of cool things there. Now, I'd also like to thank our Patreon members for all of their support. Honestly, we love you all and consider you part of our team. I'm fully on board with the notion, and I know this sounds incredibly cliche, but teamwork does make the dream work. And so on behalf of all of us here at A Fool's Quest, thank you so much. Right now, I'd like to give a spotlight shout out to one of our patrons, Nari, she's a fellow podcaster with a show of her own called Into the Night, where she narrates some really awesome and often thought-provoking short stories. So definitely go check those out. And she's also starting to branch out into some other projects, so you'll definitely want to give her a follow on your favorite podcatcher and social media and find out where that all goes. Good things coming. But enough from me. Let's get back to the fun with those dastardly villains. They think they're not villains, but it's hilarious. And remember, stay safe, we love you all, and most importantly, stay foolish.
Now, let's join the drow rogue Ayda, the gladiator bard Francis the Lion, and the rogue warlock Hesh von Eggars as they conspire together to thwart the progress of those gag-me fools. Beware, there be villains here.
Alright. So, Captain Murphy, this may change, but for right now, we're gonna need you to gear up and get everything around to take us to that isle.
You want him to take you to the Isle without even knowing anything about Gaiden?
Well, I said it might change because I want him to like get prepping to leave because he's gonna take us somewhere. So
Okay.
we're gonna leave. You're gonna caught us there. Where exactly, I don't know quite yet. I do know it will likely be east. So we'll figure it out as we go. Tentatively, be ready. I will see you soon.
Ah, fig nuts. Here's the problem. We're in the middle of winter right now, and we know that during winter time is when the ghosts come out on the sea waters. And man, we just aren't equipped to deal with ghosts from the sea waters.
From the quarters.
From the quarters.
So what I'm hearing is that you need to do a little bit more preparation then before we leave.
Oh.
How much?
Last time I took you guys somewhere, we got attacked by chags.
But they were delicious, were they not? I don't know, I don't partake.
I still don't trust Debbie.
Who would?
Which one?
How much? How about you just get everything around to travel those quarters, and then give me the tab, and then we'll settle it out after that.
All right, go ahead and I'll move that stuff down to Pod 6, and I'll get the guys going, get them doing what they're supposed to be doing. Sturmy, get ready to set sail.
All right. And then I'm going to take my leave, and I'm going to go back to the room.
All right, so while you're walking back to the room, Ayda, this is what the letter you found says. To Ayda, my best friend, I have attempted to negotiate a price with the Merchants Guild regarding the scroll in question, but they have continued to side with Gagme and refuse to be reasonable. Because of this insult, I believe that it is time we show the Merchants Guild that they cannot hide safely behind their thinly veiled alliances. We will call their corruption into question and hit them where it hurts them most. For the Merchants Guild, that's their riches. Here is what I ask of you. Go to Gaydon. Steal the scroll. Take whatever else you find value in and destroy the rest. This will not be an easy task, but I have a contact that should be able to help you. I know of a demolition expert that is currently in Gaydon. He's an old friend of mine. Andrin Meaner. Help supply him with what tools he needs, and he can blow the shit out of that vault. Sign, your bestie, Douche. Hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna, jump up and down with glee and, just high-pitched squealing. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Francis!
Like that. That's yeah.
One of the dogs, it's,
Who's got a fucking dog?
Sparks' dog. It starts barking on the boat.
Do I get to the cabin?
Yeah, Hesh, just as you go to open up the cabin door, you hear Ayda scream all of that.
When I enter in, do I see her with the letter and such? Okay.
Yeah, she's just chilling there with
I
Francis.
see you got my letter, and I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Your letter? This isn't from you.
It looks pretty authentic, doesn't it? I mean, I did a pretty good job.
I mean, I'm no expert on Duche's handwriting, but what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you got a letter from Duche? What's it say?
Oh, it's just a song I was writing.
Oh.
Oh, Hesh, you're back. Hey.
I'd love to hear your song.
You will. You will love it.
Is that a threat?
Well, here's the lyrics so far. It's probably the greatest story you've ever heard in your life. There once was a man called John who had a great gift with a song, but a disaster struck in the form of Gag Me Fox, and thus was born a lion.
That hits home. It hits right here.
Doesn't it just?
I like the new edition.
You have some songs that hit, but then that song hits different.
I think it still needs work, and I'm...
Did you sneak into my cush again, Hesh? Is it hitting different, is it?
I am pretty sneaky. But I'd always ask for permission. I would.
Always ask for consent.
Yeah, listen, I learned my lesson.
Good. Anyway, I'm super fucking excited. What were you talking about when you came in?
I was just bullshitting. I didn't know what you were holding. It looked very, very exciting, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
Well, you're going to be a big part of it.
That sounds like another threat. It just is one after another with you.
If you want. I mean, I could just go.
No, what is it? What is it?
You remember that bitch from that college I threw in the fire?
The one that was like super hot? I mean, at the end.
A little crispy. Yeah, that one. That one.
Because she was on fire. That's the joke. Because she was on fire.
So, while I was in her room, I ransacked her shit.
That's where you got the sweater.
Yep. Well, she gave me the sweater. I didn't ransack for that. She gave me that. It was a gift. I cherish it. Reminds me of our friendship.
Yeah, she kept the hoodie. She kept the hoodie.
So, well, not only did I find out she was a go deep, but I also found her family vault key.
Vault normally means valuables.
Mm-hmm.
And I love valuables.
So me and my best bud now, not the dead crispy one, but my new best friend,
right.
Duche, he wants us to go and get this stuff out of the vault. I'm so excited.
Refresh my keen mind. Does Duche have a hoodie?
No.
Mark down for that one. Points deducted. Not the best.
No, he wears a robe.
That kind of counts. By the end of this, let's get you that robe.
That's the old-fashioned hoodie.
Friendship goals. # do it up. All right. So I told Captain Murphy to get us all geared up and ready to travel. I don't know where we're going, but it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. He did tell me about the gnomes with the brains in the robots' bodies. He paid us 400 gold and had that moved to our room. But he also told us that there's like this Rikers Island out to the east that is likely the HQ. That stands for Hesh quarters. Out to the east, where the look on Tony's face. Where like you didn't want to laugh. You were just so mad at yourself.
It was so good.
Anyway, so there's that out to that way, and then I'm sure that there's probably something else eastward that I don't know of yet, but maybe I will soon in the near future. That we likely could go. I don't know. I left it up in the open, but he's ready to go.
Well, that's good news, because I've got a trip in mind. Also, another exciting bit about this letter. We get to work with the demolition expert. Like, oh my god. I'm so excited. Somebody, where's my weed? I gotta calm down.
Hesh pulls it from his pocket.
What the fuck?
Listen, I was holding on to you. There was a whole rift situation happening. I wasn't sure if you were... Listen, there's a lot going on. I wanted to make sure that your valuables were safe and in good hands.
Give me that and I'll snatch it.
So the choice then is between getting a robot or blowing up things.
If we get a robot, we might be able to blow up double the things. I don't know what these robots can do, but I assume it's...
You want to experiment with that when it comes to valuables?
Listen, Hesh is all about experimentation, okay? I don't judge. I don't come in here telling people they can't. Let's just figure it out together. It's a journey.
Yay, villains unite. Francis, you're awfully quiet. Are you just totally engrossed in the songwriting process? Are you not excited? Like,
no, I'm just contemplating the
speaking of songs,
journey ahead.
Speaking of songs, I wrote a ballad for you.
For who? The Lion?
The Lion.
Ooh.
For Francis, the Lion.
That's saucy. Can we hear it?
Not yet. When you do, though, you will be amazed.
I'm often amazed at most of the stuff that happens in our adventures. Like, mostly that we lived through them, or that we got away with some of them, or that some of them actually were pulled off.
Well, I figure with this ballad, once we do get to hear it, you are going to be wanting to use this as your entrance music, like as you step into an, underground basement and do your thing. So,
Can it be played on bagpipes?
abso-freaking-lutely.
Excellent.
I foresee
It's the only requirement.
you kind of coming into some music like a big cat, like a little lynx, with the big pointy ears, like a majestic lynx.
Yes, it's
Like pouncing on those bagpipes and playing the tunes. Maybe a yarn ball come out every now and then. So intimidating.
I think majestic is the word
Right.
for it.
Yeah.
When I enter the
Furry
the cage.
ears. That's all I'm thinking.
That's just my hair. It's fine. I could maybe use a little trim.
I'm in the corner,
The front and
smoking a
sides.
fat bowl.
Maybe just get a little trim on the front and sides.
On this note, speaking of turning Francis the Lion into a lynx,
With a mullet.
where would we like to go? Because I can go tell
Also,
him.
can we just pause for a second to all agree that now underground basements, which are technically all
Just
underground, they're just basements.
Well, that's like the code name, the underground basements.
Yeah, it's
Shit's
code
not
words
going
for
on-
Fight
not
Club.
supposed to be going on. It could be in the back of a barn for fucks. Who cares?
Yeah, we don't talk about underground basements.
That's the
Wait.
first rule of underground basements.
Right. Do elven houses and trees, do they have basements? Are those underground?
Yeah, they're root cellars.
God damn it.
Don't ask me. I wasn't raised by elves.
I don't want to be here anymore. This is...
From you?
Alright. Look, you got your song
But
going
it's
on.
true.
You got your ballad going on. I feel like the most pertinent course of action is likely to go to Hesh quarters and see what's going on there.
I'm in.
I want a robot.
I just want to calm the fuck down.
So,
Jeez, Rick.
as your DM, I'll try to help out a little bit here. You guys would probably know that with a bunch of robots, there's probably some tools or weapons or some kind of explosive devices that a demolition person might be able to utilize to help build explosive stuff.
Right.
So if the gnome's got some crazy lab going on, you might be able to get some goodies to help this demolitions expert out. The demolitions expert is Andrin Nianor.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking, we're not prepared to go straight for the payout here, so we're obviously going to need to prepare. Hesh, you're our senior Chagall sender.
Right,
I think.
yeah, no, that is my title, yes.
Is there a Chagall service where
Listen, the
our
captain...
demo expert is?
The captain has a Chagall with him, and we can actually send it towards there, and I can find that out for you, so I'm trying to tell you. I don't know
Perfect.
that answer right off the top of my head, but I have the wherewithal. I have the means. I'm resourceful.
Well-
I can figure this out.
The letter was directed to me, so I don't think you should sign it or anything. I think it should come from his bestie.
You don't think that yet, but when you see how well I can forge a document, you may change your mind.
I don't even know what my writing looks like, so how are you going to be able to forge it?
It doesn't matter. I might change your damn mind. Just give me a moment, alright? Maybe a tentacle for a finger, maybe figure it out. I'll just ink it. It'll be fine. We're just gonna, we'll
right.
figure it out together. Listen, I will go figure that out. But am I telling him Rikers Isle first?
Rickard?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that every single time, and I never said anything
Rikers?
different. Why would you think I said anything different? I don't understand.
Richter scale?
Right.
I don't. Wait.
Rick and
what?
Mortis. No, listen. I'm gonna go tell him, and then I'm gonna figure out this Chagall situation. He did say that the waters now are full of quarters, so they're wintry and full of ghosts. Which is fine because how many people, by show of hands, raise your hands, I got a tentacle, raise your hands if you ever wanted to punch a ghost in the face. That wasn't Barbara.
Well.
I think Barbara counts. She was kind of a bitch.
She held Moses back.
Why wouldn't she be my wingman? I did that so well. And she just undercut me the entire time. Nag, nag, nag. It's like, obviously, that's why you died in the future. Obviously.
No, she's already dead. She's a ghost.
Listen, random god DM. Mind your own business.
It's our story. We will herald it however we want.
Absolutely yells that into the room.
I mean, Hesh is hearing voices these days, so we can do some breaking the fourth wall bullshit.
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be Ryan Reynolds.
I think we can all agree that shit just went sideways in the most colossal way. Well, maybe not the most.
Oh,
this
fuck.
is gonna have nuts in it. Okay. I have never practiced and or attempted a Ryan Reynolds accent, but here, we're gonna do it.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
Alright. No, but I will absolutely go tell him, Ayda, say the IO again.
Rickard?
That's what I said. That one
Right.
is where we're going. And then afterward, we're gonna go get the Boom Boom Man.
I thought you were the educated man. My God.
I am, but see, the thing about education is that you make other people do your hard work. That's...
No.
Like thinking?
That's thinking with your...
With somebody else's noodle?
Listen, every time I need consent. I can't just go grabbing noodles. That's what got me into this problem.
Fucking send the Chagall! God damn.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it.
Turn around.
You have consent.
Open the door. And walk out.
Yes. Francis, you want some of this?
You walk out, and you can see Captain Murphy is barking orders to all of the different people to do different things to get ready to go. And you see him ushering a couple people off the boat, and he's like, yes, I know you want your, money. We'll have to pay you when we come back. We have to set sail. Like, look, it's clearly we have a job to do. We'll pay you when we get back. And he is pushing them off the boat.
The crew?
I will intercept.
Okay.
Are these fine folk leaving?
Yes. They're leaving.
Why?
Well, because I had them employed to do a job for me, and now I don't need them anymore because the money was used for something else that has recently been put into Pod 6.
Captain Murphy, what was the job you needed done?
These guys are supposed to be looking after the goldenrods to try and see if they can find this drow person that the goldenrods are hunting after, and they said that they found her and that they were going to bring her or give me her location so that I could go claim the reward from the goldenrods here in town.
This won't do. Here, listen, I will, let me talk to these two fine folk with my cohorts, and we'll figure out this finance situation for you, Captain Murphy. No problem. Listen, no problem. But we are going to the Richter Scale Island. We definitely need to set sail for Rick and Mortis as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
It's gonna send us off course.
Through eel-infested water
right.
in wintertime with the ghosts.
Yes. Also, do they have Chagalls over in Gizmo, in the Mount Gizmo, in the Gadrion?
Gaiden?
That's what I said, yes.
Yeah, Gaiden's got chiggles.
Right. We're gonna need to send a Chagall that way. But first and foremost, let me just and I'm going to address the two gentlemen who are about to leave and be like, let's get you somewhere nice and cozy, a nice comfortable seat, and something warm in your belly. I'm going to lead him to the captain's quarters.
You hear Captain Murphy say, "God damn it, they're going to my quarters again. How many people are going to be in there? It's a bloody orgy? God."
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.
Yeah.